Hello, what's happening? Hope you have an interesting life. Thanks for visiting my channel, The Forbidden Fruit. MacBook Air is touted by Apple as an entry-level Mac. Apple says it has M3 chip that is way faster than old Intel Mac Mini, and you can add 2 monitors to that entry-level Mac. Don't fall for that sales pitch. As they say, caveat emptor, buyer beware. Apple doesn't want you to know many things. That entry-level Mac costs more than $1,000. Even the computer that costs more than $1,000 doesn't have what we get in PCs as standard for way less price. Nowadays, you can get a decent PC laptop for around $300 with a similar configuration. Whatever we get as standard in PC machines like 16 GB memory, 1 TB storage, USB-A, Ethernet and HDMI ports, SD card slots, we have to pay exorbitant prices to get them from Apple. Those purchases add to the cost of the so-called entry-level Mac. Let's have a look at the entry-level MacBook Air that costs $1,100 US, 1450 Canadian, 1380 euros, 1150 pounds, 1800 Australian dollar. For that price, it has 8 GB memory, 256 GB SSD drive, 2 Thunderbolt ports, and a 13-inch screen. Nothing else. This is not even bare minimum. It is a stripped bare version of a computer. If you want to make it to do the things you expect from an average computer, you have to add another 8 GB memory and 256 GB storage. For that, you have to spend $400 US. That brings the cost to $1,500 US. It doesn't stop there. Apple claims that you can add 2 monitors to this MacBook Air. For that, you have to buy USB-C or Thunderbolt monitors, which are rare and expensive. Or if you want to connect regular cheap HDMI monitors, Apple will happily sell you USB-C to HDMI dongles that are $70 each. With 2 dongles, it is $1,640 US. Then, if you want to connect flash drives, printer, audio interface, and others, USB-C to USB-A dongle costs $20. SD card reader that you get free with the MacBook Pro is $40. That brings the cost to $1,700. Then you want Ethernet port that is standard in Apple desktop machines. You have to fork out another $30 to get a USB hub from outside. Thank God Apple doesn't sell them anymore. So we are at $1,730 US. Apple boasts that MacBook Air can support 2 monitors, but only with lids closed. What Apple doesn't tell you is you lose access to your keyboard with Touch ID and trackpad. But Apple will again happily sell you keyboard, mouse, and trackpad for $450. By the time you have a machine that Apple boasts that can do wonders, you already spend $2,180 altogether. Some people might even think that you have to buy these accessories only from Apple, and if you buy from other manufacturers, they may not be compatible. But remember, you can buy these dongles from third-party manufacturers for way cheaper price. You are under no obligation to buy them from Apple, but this is how much Apple expects you to pay for something nowadays you get as a standard in PC world. If you buy them from outside, they are way cheaper, but still these are unnecessary added costs. With that price, you can buy MacBook Pro or Mac Mini and still save a lot of money with third-party add-ons. You get more power and some convenience. Still, you have to spend money on some of the accessories, but they are necessities, not unnecessary like extra keyboard, mouse, and trackpad. Without these add-ons, when you buy a MacBook Air, what you get is an iPad with a keyboard and without touchscreen. If you spend that much money for entry-level computer, you are better off with an iPad that can almost do same thing this MacBook Air can do. If you only buy your MacBook Air for media consumption and some iMovie editing, all those can be done in an iPad for way less price. If you want to cut your next movie in a computer, you would buy a MacBook Pro, not Air. In old days, The famous slogan from Apple was plug and play. Now it has become plug and pay. Nowadays, there is nothing special that only Apple Mac can do, whatever PCs cannot do. And there is no wonder Mac sales are way down compared to PCs. It is very, very sad to see that a company like Apple ripping off the very people who are loyal to the brand through thick and thin, treating them like, in Steve Jobs' words, low-hanging fruit to be exploited. Be a smart buyer, get these accessories from outside for cheaper price, and save a lot of money. I have more videos coming to show you how you can save money with your Macs. Thanks for watching and supporting my channel. Be blessed.